you like bungalows, biking, and burgers,
then Longfellow might just be the place you're looking for.
What's up, happy homeowners, or soon to be? Our real estate team is helping people just like you all the time find the perfect place in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and the surrounding suburbs. And it's a massive honor. So call, text, email anytime. We'd love to help.
And if you need a break from searching Zillow and Realtor.com 24/7, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell.
Of course, Longfellow is more than just bungalows, bike lanes, and burger joints. It's vibrant, diverse, and one of the most beautiful spots in the city. The people are friendly, the neighborhoods are quiet, and there's a lot to do.
First, let's define what makes up the Longfellow community and where it's at. Longfellow is made up of 5 different neighborhoods. Hiawatha on the south end, then Howe, Longfellow, Cooper, and Seward. There's unofficially 6 if you count what we refer to as the new part. That is the Luella Anderson addition in Howe. It's a section of homes built on land that was owned by the U of M and developed in the 50s and 60s. So in a sea of 1920s and 30s homes, its mid-century architecture and windy streets make it stand out as its own, unofficial, little neighborhood. So let's talk about the 5 things we think makes Longfellow a great place to live. Number 1, location. Longfellow is centrally located, so you're just a short light rail, bus, car, or bike ride to downtown. It's convenient to the U of M and St. Paul. Many people who live here and work downtown or want to go downtown for the nightlife, the theater, or a professional sports game will just walk to the light rail. The light rail also takes you to the airport and the Mall of America. There are about 5 grocery stores, one being the Seward Co-op, Longfellow Market, and a relatively new Cub Foods on 46th Street. MSP International Airport, depending on what part of the neighborhood you live in, is about a 10 to 15 minute drive and about 5 miles away. But don't confuse proximity to the airport with plane noise. Most of the air traffic misses Longfellow. You may have some planes flying on the edge of the neighborhood, but typically they are higher up and not as loud.
Number 2, recreation. In my opinion, one of the best parts about Longfellow are all the opportunities to get outside. Plus, you don't feel like you're just trapped in a grid of house after house after house because the neighborhood ends. Let me show you what I mean. The border on the east is the Mississippi River. On the south, Minnehaha Falls, where the Minnehaha Creek empties into the Mississippi. To the west is Hiawatha Avenue, which is Highway 55, and it brings traffic to and from downtown along with the light rail, and 94 on the north. This really makes it a tucked away gem of Minneapolis. There are miles of paved and unpaved walking, running, hiking, and biking trails.
Hashtag the Epic Erickson.
Longfellow is one of the only places where you can feel like you're out in the wilderness and yet you're still right in the city. This can be found along the Mississippi River and Minnehaha Falls. You will often find people exploring off the trail, hiking and biking the paved and unpaved trails, kayaking, canoeing, and fishing on the Mississippi. You can hop on your bike and take the paved trail around the Loop, which is the path that goes along the river in Minneapolis from the Ford Bridge on the south up to the Lake Street Bridge, and then across to the St. Paul side and back around. You can also get on the Greenway. The Midtown Greenway is a 5.5 mile long former railroad corridor that they made into a path with biking and walking trails. To the west, the Greenway connects with paths around the Minneapolis chain of lakes and the Southwest LRT trail. To the east, the Greenway connects with paths along the Mississippi River. You could literally bike and run all day on these paths. Where are your brakes? There are also a number of parks to walk to on the south, Minnehaha Falls, which also has the popular Sea Salt Eatery. and Waban Park, which has a splash pad for kiddos. Just a few blocks north is Hiawatha Park. Howe School has a park. Longfellow Park has a tennis court, basketball, and ice rinks in the winter. Then there's Brackett Park and Matthews Park in Seward.
Number 3, the housing stock. The housing stock in Longfellow is mostly made up of 1920s and 30s craftsman and Tudor-style bungalow, 2-story foursquare, colonial, and turn-of-the-century homes. There are a number of urban infill new construction homes, some in the process of being built and some resale. There are a few condo projects going up, one called the Portico, right by Minnehaha Falls. As of today, the average sale price is $364,967, and that's with an average of about 1,400 finished square feet. Homes along the river have an average sale price of $928,000 this year and are made up of contemporary, modern, 2-story colonial and Tudor-style homes along with 1-story ramblers and oversized bungalows. The lots are also much larger along the river in most cases, ranging from a little larger than a typical city lot to half of an acre. Most of the houses are surrounded by old growth trees. Blocks have sidewalks and alleys, although some don't have alleys, especially in Luella Anderson.
Number 4, the restaurants. There are a lot of dining options, many which are walkable depending on where at in the neighborhood you live. From the south end, Sea Salt Eatery, which we mentioned was in Minnehaha Falls Park. Great food and it shows as the lines can get long. Parkway Pizza, so there's Chicago style pizza and there's New York style pizza. Parkway Pizza claims they have Minneapolis style pizza. It's a perennial local favorite. Then you have Fire Roast Cafe and Wine Bar. They make a great quesadilla, good coffee. The Howe Daily Kitchen also has a dog-friendly patio and menu. Plus, the stuffed tater tots will literally change your life. The Dripping Root is a fairly new juice bar that also serves acai bowls. Give the Nipsey Drip a try. The Green Tox is also good. It's a really cheerful atmosphere and owner, so skip the ice cream one night and go get a juice. The Blue Door, home of the Bluesy. What's a Bluesy, you ask? A blue cheese stuffed burger. Longfellow Grill always has solid food and has been around for a while. The High-Low is a 50s style diner. They have a breakfast served on top of a donut. No, for real, take a look at this. The Gary Cooper has buttermilk fried chicken, maple bourbon syrup, and country gravy served on top of a house-made donut. I tried it, I'm not gonna lie, it's good. If you have one every day, you might wanna run a few laps, just saying. Peppers and Fries is another great burger joint. Sonora Grill, excellent Mexican food and bar. I've started actually putting pickles on my tacos at home because of this place. Merlin's, you just have to go check it out. Turtle Bread has an omelet served with either salad or potatoes. If you get the potatoes, you won't need to eat again, maybe ever. There's other restaurants not mentioned here, but there's also plenty of coffee shops in the neighborhood. On top of Fire Roast, you have Milkweed, Wildfire, and Dogwood, just to name a few.
And that brings us to number 5, the schools. There is Hiawatha Elementary for K through 2, Howe Elementary 3 through 5, Sanford Middle School 6 through 8, and Seward Montessori pre-K through 8th grade if that's your thing. There's also a highly rated K through 12 private school, Minnehaha Academy, where I graduated from. Aside from their great education, they recently have had some basketball players who went on to play in the NBA. Jalen Suggs went to the Orlando Magic, and Chet Holmgren, who was drafted by the OKC Thunder, and it looks like an injury will keep him out of his entire rookie year. That's a bummer, but I digress.
So there you have it. Hopefully this video helps you decide if Longfellow is the right neighborhood for you. Hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified of our next neighborhood tour. Call, text, or email anytime. We'd love to talk with you and be your guide if you're moving to Minneapolis, St. Paul, or the surrounding suburbs. Let's get this thing to St. Paul.
The housing stock in Longfellow is made up of number 3.
Be happy.
I hate